This is a quick video of the installation of a standard Econokit with heater on a SEAT Alhambra 1.9 TDi. It's basically the same car as the Volkswagen Charan and the earlier model Ford Galaxy. The one thing you do have to do to fit this kit is to remove the plastic cover over the engine, but that does mean that you can conveniently use one of the mounting brackets to secure the bubbler in place. What we've done here is used a small P-clip at this point here and back looped the cable tie through there, strapped it around the bubbler to give it a good securing point there. We've also picked up on this ducting bracket here to make sure that the bubbler remains upright, and there's a further point down below, but that's more about strapping this coolant hose into the slot here to make good use of the radiated heat to keep the water warm. We're also doing that with this other heater hose, which is just gently pulled into contact on the underside of the bubbler. This all saves the electric heater having to cut in at all when the engine's warm, and the electric heater is mounted inside the bubbler here, and the wiring runs off down through here to a little device under here, which is an automatic voltage sensing relay, which means you can literally connect the Econokit heater circuit directly across the battery with a fuse to the relay to the negative, and the power is drawn off of there as and when this little device senses that the battery is charging. I'm now going to stop videoing and show you from the underside where the other parts are installed on the other end of this hose. The other thing that I forgot to mention from the top side is that as part of the Econokit installation, to improve the bubbling in the bubbler, you need to isolate the exhaust gas recirculation valve. The Econokit cleans up the pollution anyway, so you don't need this device, and basically what it does is recirculate exhaust gases into the engine, which isn't particularly helpful. On this particular occasion I've removed the hose and plugged it with a plastic golf T-peg, and added another piece of hose onto the other end with the same again, and that's just to keep the inside of this clean should we want to reconnect it at any point later on. But that all just sits there quite tidily out of the way behind that hose, so it isn't even really obvious that anything's been changed in that area. So here we are on the underside of the Alhambra, just looking up past the turbocharger here. That's the variable geometry control valve, and if you look up past that, you can see just here that this hose here is the one that goes to the reactor mounted on the exhaust manifold, which is this part here, and it's clamped on with a clamp. But what we've also done is overwrapped it with a bit of exhaust thermal bandage to try and keep as much heat into the reactor as possible, which helps with the warm-up time and also in very cold temperatures. Following the hose across over to this side, the diffuser is mounted into the ducting just up in here. Not sure how much of this you're able to see, but that's the only actual permanent modification that you make to your engine ducting, and that's to drill the 12mm hole for this diffuser to fit. Obviously, if you did want to remove it again, you can simply cover the hole with something like duct tape and a Jubilee clip. So that's simply it. And the other end of the hose, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, just going up through here, that one on the end of my finger is the one going off to the back up to the bubbler. And that's all there is to it.